today's video is something that I've really wanted to film since my pregnancy journey began. I started researching what you're supposed to take to the hospital, and I found loads of videos for US hospitals and things like that. I found it really difficult to find UK versions of this video. So in today's video I figured I would go through what's in this bad boy, which is everything that I am taking to the hospital for myself and Spuggy, who is my partner, and I will do a separate one for everything that I am bringing to the hospital for the baby. This looks excessive, but I've actually taken a lot of stuff that I was originally going to take out, so I'm hoping it's not that bad. But yeah, let's jump right in. Okay, so I will insert a clip of what the suitcase looks like packed, because I've had to dump it all here next to me, but let's just jump into everything. So the first thing I have is, I'm going to cover this up actually, is just a little ticket that has all of my emergency contacts on it, so that if we go into hospital and one of us doesn't have battery, or the hospital themselves actually needs to contact anyone, they have all of the major numbers on there for our friends and family that we want to know first. I then have a copy of my birth preferences. We will be giving birth NHS, but I have done my own personal preferences anyway, because a plan to me just sounds a bit strange. I'm so out of breath. Okay, so first things first, I've got a clothes side and like a toiletries and extras side. So on this side here, for Spuggy, I haven't packed too much, to be honest. I packed a pair of socks, a pair of boxers, a t-shirt, and a pair of jogging bottoms. So essentially just a spare change of clothes in case we're there for any length of time, or he feels like he needs to freshen up. At least that way he has things that he can change into to make him a bit more comfortable, because he is going through this entire process as well, albeit I'll take most of the credit, but I do want him to be as comfortable as possible while we are there. For myself, the first things I pull out is a pair of fluffy socks. I took these because I don't know what pain relief I'm going to accept yet. A lot of people say that if you take the epidural then your feet tend to get really cold, so I thought I'd bring a pair of these along anyway, just in case I get cold tootsies. I've then got a little pair of just like, I don't know what you would call these, like little foot socks, like the ones that just cover your toes and your heel, like trainer socks, pump socks, don't know what you want to call them. But I have a pair of these just in case I want something on my feet, but I don't want major sockage going on. The next thing I have brought is this, which is a really old nightie, you can probably tell. It's all kind of worn and faded and colour run and gross, but it just looks like this. And I thought I would take this along to actually birth in and labour in, because it does have easy access obviously for breastfeeding. It's just a matter of pulling it down. It is quite small, but it still fits quite nicely, and I just thought this was something that if it gets wrecked I don't mind that much. I'm not going to be really sad about it. So yeah, I thought I would take that along for myself. The next thing I'm bringing on recommendation is this, and this is just a really lightweight dressing gown, in case I am wearing this and I want to get up and walk around, or I just want to throw something over to cover myself up a little bit. Again, this is something I don't mind if it gets wrecked. It doesn't really fit that great now that I'm pregnant anyway, and I didn't wear it that much beforehand, but I figured I would bring it with me just in case I... So this is the next thing that I am bringing, and this is, I kind of had this in mind for afterwards. So like once I've given birth, I thought I'd probably want to get changed. I probably wouldn't want to be all gross and stuff like that, and I assume they'll keep us in for one night being new parents anyway. So I'm taking this with me, which is just a long sleeved night shirt from Primark. This was on sale, it was a $5. If it gets wrecked, I'm not that concerned about it. I have one at home, or one that I'll keep here, that I prefer much more. Again, it's easy for nursing. It's got buttons right down the front, so if breastfeeding does go to plan and I wear this, it shouldn't be too difficult to wear. Everyone has suggested I take along with me is a pair of these. So these are just slipper socks with little grips on the bottom. These ones are really old and gross and really need to go in the bin anyway, so I thought these would be the perfect things to take, because realistically I'm not going to want to take whatever I wear footwear wise home with me and use. It's probably the kind of thing that I'll just use in the hospital and then throw away. So yeah, I'm taking them with me. So besides these things, the other thing that I had to consider was a coming home outfit. So I wanted something that was going to be comfortable, but comfortable and loose, and something easy to throw on. I don't expect to look particularly glamorous coming home, and so for that reason I am taking just a loose baggy t-shirt. This one's from Primark, I think it was like £2 or something like that, and I just thought that it would be nice and loose and flowy and slouchy, which is exactly the kind of thing that I imagine I'm going to want. And then I also picked these up, which is just a pair of tracksuit bottoms or joggers or whatever you want to call them, and they are absolutely hideous. They are black joggers with like racing stripes down the side. If you like these, if you own these, if you wear these, it's not supposed to offend you. It's just not generally the kind of thing that I would wear. But yeah, I picked these up because I thought they'd be really comfortable. I'm gonna have giant maternity pads on and the world's biggest granny pants, and I'm just gonna want to be comfortable, so I thought these were a really good option for that. And I also packed just a hoodie, and this is just an old Hollister hoodie that I thought I would take with me to like throw over the top of the t-shirt if it's cold. I mean, he is due at the beginning of the year, it's still winter, so I want to make sure that I'm warm and he's warm, everyone's toasty. So for bras I have a couple of options for things that I can wear. I personally have decided I'm not going to buy nursing bras. I have very small boobs. I know that they will get bigger after giving birth, especially if I'm breastfeeding, but I still don't see them getting particularly big. So I don't think I would get the wear out of a nursing bra, and so what I did pick up were these. So these are wireless bras, and you just slip them over your head and you can adjust them. They have like a racer back. You can adjust them. They've got some support but not like pad support, if that makes sense. I want to say nude, but it's definitely not nude. I have this like pinky mauvey colour, this one, and then I also have this one here, which you're gonna have to excuse is stained with deodorant, but it's gonna be stained in breast milk at some stage anyway. This darker one, got these from Primark for £2 each, and I have a couple that I wear just now as well anyway, and I really like them. They're really comfortable, easy access for breastfeeding because they don't have a wire or anything. It's just a case of pulling the cup down, so yeah, I thought they would be handy, and that's what I personally have chosen to wear. The other option that I have is something that, like I say, because I've never done this before, I don't know whether I'm going to want like a supportive bra or whether I'm going to want something that isn't wired. I don't know. But I picked up a couple of these as well. Again, it's got a racer back with adjustable straps, and it's from Primark. But what I liked about these ones was that you actually open them at the front. So for nursing purposes, I mean, it's ideal. Whip up the top, whip off the front and feed. So I did pick up a couple of these as well, just in case this turns out to be a better option for me. But yeah, I'm gonna take all three of these with me, just to see what takes my fancy at the time. And the last thing that I've put in this side of the suitcase is just an old towel. Yes, it's white. Yes, I know white is not an ideal colour for me to take in for childbirth, but it is very old, it is very stained, and I just wanted to take something that was from home, that I could use myself and not have to worry about wrecking. So yeah, I decided to take my own towel there. Okay, so moving over to the other side of the suitcase, which is like toiletries and extras. I have a couple of things that I've packed. So the first being a toiletries bag. This is actually a bag that I got from my work colleagues. They bought it for my baby shower, and it actually had lots of Soap and Glory like pamper luxuries in, which I've used some of because I'm off maternity leave and I'm trying to make the most of it. And some of them I am keeping for afterwards because I am hopeful. So this is what it looks like at the moment. So I'll take everything out really briefly and show you what is in it. So in this top section here, I have some feminine wipes because I imagine I'm going to feel pretty gross and want to freshen up, so I picked them up. I have some breast pads. I don't know if I'm going to use these while I'm in the hospital because I've heard that your breast milk doesn't come in for like a couple of days afterwards, but I thought I'd bring them in just to be on the safe side because knowing my luck, it'll all go balls up. I also brought some cotton pads because obviously I'm going to want to take my makeup off if I go in with makeup on, or if I just want to use these to freshen up. So I took some of them with me as well, and then some tissues because I assume there's going to be crying and sniffly noses and all that jazz. So yeah, a packet of tissues there as well. And then down onto the main pouch here, but these are just the things that I packed on the off chance that I'll need them. So the first thing is just this simple deodorant because it's non-scented and I don't want to be sweaty and gross. I've got a miniature bottle of the micellar water. This is what I always use to remove my makeup or freshen up my face, so I thought I would take some of that with me. I have my Tangle teaser because it was easier. Oh, that's gross, there's hair in it. That's gross. I brought my Tangle teaser because it takes up less space than a hairbrush, but I imagine after sweating and all that jazz I'm going to want to brush my hair. I brought a shower gel because I have some deodorant for Spuggy because if he wants to change his clothes but he also wants to freshen up, he has some deodorant as well. I picked up some dry shampoo. This is just a mini bottle of the Batiste dry shampoo, just in case I don't wash my hair but I want to, like I say, freshen it up a little bit. For people coming to visit, that kind of thing, I have that with me. And then I did take mini bottles of the Aussie shampoo and conditioner. This is the Miracle Moist. Oh, I hate that word. I did take these with me just in case I am feeling up to having a full-on shower and washing my hair. If not, it's no great loss. I'm sure I'll use them when I go somewhere else. I also brought this, which came in the pack that I showed you earlier, because at the moment I'm using the Palmer's Cocoa Butter for stretch marks, but I wanted to use something just for like afterwards, so I thought I would take that with me. And then I have a miniature toothpaste and just a simple pack of toothbrushes that I can throw in the bin afterwards, one for me and one for Spuggy. Obviously we're going to want to brush our teeth. And then I have these two little bags, and we actually got these from my dad for Christmas a couple of years back, and they originally had emergency kits in them, but we've used them and I decided to reuse them. So in my one, I have a miniature of the Lansano lanolin nipple balm. I have a little thing of hand sanitizer. I have some breath spray in case I don't get a chance to brush my teeth before people come in. I brought a lip balm because a lot of people say that if you use the gas and air, your lips tend to get really dry, so this is just Blistex Cherry. And then I also brought along some baubles and some bobby pins because you always need baubles and bobby pins. So that's what's in my one. And then for Spuggy, he doesn't have any miniatures or anything in his. What he does have is deodorant wipes. He has some ibuprofen, he has some a cleaner for his glasses, some paracetamol, some Renes, some toothpicks and some plasters because I don't know about you, but my partner tends to get headaches all the time, and I imagine while I'm in labour and pushing out his son, the last thing I want to hear is that he has a headache. So if he has access to his own painkillers, he can use them and I never need to know about it. So that's everything for the toiletries bag there. The next thing I brought along is my makeup bag. I got this makeup bag from Primark for £1 in the after Christmas sales. I don't know if I'll use makeup, I don't know if I want to put makeup on, but I am the kind of person that, generally speaking, I feel better when I have makeup on. So all of the basics, just so that I can throw something on if I feel like I want to. If I don't, it's no big deal. It's not taking up huge amounts of space. I don't think anyone else cares whether or not I bring my makeup, and it's a compact bag, so I'm not overly fussed. Next thing I have is this little pouch here, and in here I have packed 3 portable chargers and some cables, just so that, because I don't know if we're going to be able to plug our phones in or whatever, and if it's a long labour, I imagine we're going to be using our phones a lot. So I did take them with me, and up until I go into hospital, once a week on a Sunday night I do take these out and make sure that they are fully charged, just because I imagine sitting there doing nothing they probably run out a little bit. So I do keep taking these out to make sure that they are charged. I have a pair of wireless headphones because I am planning on using hypnobirthing tracks while I'm in labour, so I thought wireless headphones would probably be a little bit easier. And then I have a notepad and a pen. This notepad I got from my mum, and it says, "Many people promise you the stars, only you can reach them." And I really like that quote. But I brought this along because I thought it would be a good idea to document which breast I feed on, when he has a dirty nappy, all of that jazz. And I have this, which is just a bag for dirty laundry, so that when I get home I'm not rummaging through everything to know what was dirty and what's clean. I brought this because this was a recommendation actually from my midwife and from several people online, is to take a water bottle with a built-in straw. I imagine at some stage water or isotonic drinks. I've read a lot online, you're supposed to be really good for you. So I thought I'd bring this along and I can get Spuggy to top it up. And then obviously the most glamorous thing in my hospital bag is maternity pads. So these are just the Lilette's maternity pads. They're actually from the Asda's maternity section. And this is what they look like. They're big beasts of pads. I do reckon that the hospital will supply some, but I wanted to take my own just in case. So yeah, I picked up a pack of 10 of these. Again, if I need any more, I'm sure Spuggy won't mind running out and getting some. And lastly, for my hospital bag is pants. And I was told to get the biggest, ugliest pants I could, and I feel like I succeeded. So these are my granny pants. And they are the biggest full briefs I could find. And I got them in a size 12 to 14, I believe, which is a lot of sizes bigger than I usually am. I'm usually a 4 to 6. I got the big ones. I imagine these will be more comfortable. They come up quite high so that if I do end up having an emergency C-section, at least the seams of the underwear aren't going to be rubbing on the scar. So that was my main reason for picking up ugly underwear. That, and there needs to be space in there for those glorious pads to go in. I have put my pants in this Ziploc bag, which seems a little bit extra, but I just wanted to have them all together so that I knew exactly where they were and we didn't have to go rummaging for them. But yeah, that, and it means that if I use them all, I can throw them all back in here before putting them in here, or throw them all in here before I toss them in the bin. I don't know which way that's gonna go. So that is everything that is in my hospital bag for going in for labour and delivery in the UK. If there's anything that you would suggest putting in my hospital bag, or things that you took that you think would be helpful, or anything that's in there that you really don't think I'll need, please leave a comment in the comments below, because I would find it really helpful. If you enjoyed watching this video, please don't forget to subscribe by clicking the button down below, and press the little bell icon so that you get a notification every time I upload a new video. I do have loads of video ideas coming up, and with me being off for a year, I'll be filming weekly vlogs for every week of my maternity leave in order to document the first year of being a mum. So if you're interested in any of that, don't forget, like I said, subscribe button. And apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Bye guys!